Greetings. Welcome to Build Day 29. And no, you're not missing anything. I was off on the VidCon. I did two Build Days 26. So yesterday was actually Build Day 28. I screwed up on the count. Thank you, Halloweenville, Josh, for letting me know. Check the calendar today. I've got all day today, all day tomorrow, and half the day on Thursday to finish this hunt. I've got the front, the photo op, the graveyard, the pirate, the courtyard, the clown, and the corn, for the most part, done. I've still got the gypsy, the photo op, the spider, the water room, and the witch to finish. The gypsy, photo hall, and spider are going to take a lot of time. The water room and the witch are fairly simple displays. Basically just lighting and hooking up the brain boxes. At this point in time, I'm not sure if I'm going to get done in time. The displays I just mentioned need lighting, need the brain boxes hooked up. I've still got to come through here on all the entrances, get all the tarp hung. I've got a 5-foot panel that goes here that needs new material on it. This needs new material on it. And I've got to get those projectors hooked up. I may not get to the projectors this year. We may just end up putting the color lights in there and leaving it at that. But anyway, for today's project, I'm going to start out with a couple of small projects that need to be done. I've got one skeleton out on one of the pillars. I got to move the floodlight on it so it's aimed right. Then we've got to get in over here in the pirate. Garbage just counts. So man's got the garbage can put away. And I got to get this guy and his partner into place, get the gates into place, and get the hay in. And now I'll kind of button this up. Over here, and I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not. I ran into a problem. But I've got the panel that goes from here to here that needs to go up. 2 lights up on top of it that need to be plugged in along with those 2. Problem I'm running into is if I put that panel up, I can't get the wheelbarrow out, and that's what I use to get hay in all the displays. And I was talking to the wife about it, and she said, well, just wait and do that last. My problem is I want to get this finished so I'm done with the courtyard, and it's one less display I have to do. Over in the clown hallway, I need to do something about that sensor and double check it, because this stuff is running, is firing automatically. Not as bad as it was last year, but I'm not sure if it's the type of lighting that we have in here causing it, or if it's the wiring. I gotta go back and check the wiring. And then the corn hallway, I need to get the hay in there. We decided not to put a speaker in there. So I gotta just get the hay in there and get the gate installed, and then the corn is done. So it's a lot of little things. We're gonna start out with that, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm thinking about jumping ahead in the displays and bypassing Gypsy and Photo Hall and getting the spider done. So we'll kind of go from there. All right, I haven't given you much footage. It's almost dinner time. I'm out front. We've made some progress, but I've got another problem to fix. Both the spider and the little cat with the pumpkin that's down at the far end of the haunt keep turning off for about 15-20 minutes, and then they turn back on and run for about an hour, and then they turn off again. I think it might be the light bar that's having problems, because they're both on separate cords. They're just plugged into the same light bar. So I'm going to end up having to get in here and replace the light bar tomorrow. As far as things accomplished, we got out here and moved this flood into this position so it'll be shining up inside. It's not aimed yet. I had it over here highlighting this side, and it was just kind of pointless. And that one only took a couple of seconds. Oh, hold on. Sorry, had someone pull in as I was walking through the mausoleum and wanted to talk. Had questions, kid-friendly, gory, that sort of thing. Signage doesn't cover that. The other thing that we got done was this one here. We got these guys into place with their fences. Put some hay in there. Still need to aim the light though. And then over here, I was supposed to put the wall panel up that runs from here to here. And we decided to leave it down because once that panel goes up, I can't get the wheelbarrow out with the hay in it. So that's gonna wait right until the last minute to get done. And then we got in here and I messed around with the sensor for the clown and we got that working. And then the other one, the other finishing point that we needed to do was the Harbinger over here in the corn. We got the gate in and we got hay in. So he's set and good to go. And he was a pain in the butt. I went and moved the box into its final position and the Harbinger stopped going off. And there was a mix up with a wire or something in there not making connection. And I fiddled with that for damn near an hour before I got him working again. And then we jumped over into the spider display and I'm still working on the spider display. We've been over here almost all damn day. I knew it was going to take most of the day. But got all the lighting in. I just got done getting this guy going and you'll see a night shot with a good camera of him later. I've got to get the hay in yet and soon eats the cobweb. But other than that, he's pretty much ready to go. Oh, and the lights need to be aimed. Same thing in here. This one's ready for hay. The lights need to be aimed, but Sue Ann can get in here and cobweb. So that's pretty much good to go. And that leaves the attack spider. All the lights need to be aimed. And I still need to get the Scooby-Doo board hooked up, which I'm getting ready to do now. I'm bound and determined. I'm getting this done today so Sue Ann can get out here tomorrow. If I can get the spider display done, get the attack spider up and working and the hay in, then I think we're going to finish off the night over here in the Gypsy. The Gypsy display is another one that's going to be a pain in the ass to do. There's a crap ton of lighting that needs to go in here. All the heads have their own light. The bookcase needs to be wired up. All the tables, and everything in here needs to be lit up. Plus, we've got low voltage, a lot of low voltage stuff. The bell jar on the bookcase is 5 volt. The book and the lamp over here that goes that's in there with the crystal ball, all low voltage and stuff. So it's gonna take a while just to wire this display. I imagine if the attack spider goes smoothly and stuff, I'll probably spend the rest of the evening just getting the lights hung, and then we won't get this display done until tomorrow, sometime late tomorrow. And then that will leave the photo hall, the sewer room, and the witch. And the way it's going right now, we've got VIP night Thursday night, and I don't think I'm going to make it to the witch. I don't think I'll have the witch done. I'll be working on that on the 28th, the day we open, to get that done. And I doubt highly we'll have the video system in either, at least up and running. So I don't know, but that's the way we're looking at it. I think losing all that time doing the haunt tour is kind of screwing me. The haunt tour was fun going on, don't get me wrong. Sue Ann and I enjoyed ourselves greatly, but missing the time on building the haunt is hurting us this year. So, but anyway, that's pretty much what I've been working on. I'm going to go get busy on that attack spider. I want to see if I can get it done and running prior to Sue Ann calling dinner, and she's just about ready to call dinner. I didn't make it. Sue Ann just called dinner. Fried eggs, sausage, and toast with a Coke to wash it down. There's your dinner of the day, because I have been missing the breakfast and donut of the day. So you got dinner of the day, Josh. There you go. You had to wait for it, didn't you? Okay, guys. Time for your nightly walkthrough. I don't have everything turned on. It's basically only the lighting that is kind of turned on right now. You'll get a better walkthrough another night. It's almost 11 o'clock and I'm just winding up out here, and I still got video to edit. But I wanted to give you a look at the displays lit up. The main display that we worked on today was the Spider display. And this is the jumper. This guy jumps up and down and bounces back and forth and what have you. And then we put a placeholder in Sue's hidey nook. She can stand in front of it. And then we get into the Attack Spider. But I spent all day in here today working on this display to get it done so Sue can get in here tomorrow, and she will be in here tomorrow cobwebbing and everything. And then we've got the old bouncer, and you notice the lighted Spider back there isn't working. Like I said, AC isn't on. Now, after we got this done, I did another display. And again, I don't have the AC hooked up, but it's the sewer room. I went and got the Scuba Boo board, the brain box, installed. The air blasters are hooked up. And the water blasters. And then we got a red light in zombie bait, so when the fog starts coming out, you'll be able to see the fog and you'll be able to see zombie bait squirming around. So that'll work pretty good. I still need to test the board with the AC running. I need to get set for duration. You know, the fogger's got to run for so long. Zombie baits runs for so long. The water blasters have to be timed in. What have you. I'll do that tomorrow. I also need the speaker attached too, you know, so you have the ambient noise and then the other noise, you know, that happens when things start activating. Let's see, is this showing up on camera? Probably not. You only heard one water blaster go off. The other one is not getting air, which means I have a pinched hose somewhere. So more than likely tomorrow, I'm going to have to go waiting and double check that. So I still got a little bit of work in here. I need to set the duration on the Scuba Boo board, and I need to fix that air blaster in here, and I need to do the speaker. So still a little bit of work, but the majority of it's finished. I think we made some very, very good progress. Testing the Scuba Boo board won't take long at all. So I can pretty much check the blacklight room off. I'll cover more in the wrap-up, but there's your walkthrough for tonight. End of the day wrap-up. A foggy one. Only temporary, though. Gotta get you more fog. There we go. Damn good progress today. Spider display, my end of it, 100% done. I have nothing left in those displays to do that I can think of right offhand, or in the Spider display. So Sue Ann will be in there tomorrow doing her little kibitzing and stuff. Oh, one thing I need to do. I need to go through and fasten the fences and stuff. But I can't do that until Sue Ann's done with her thing. So I'm not even going to count that. That's like 2 seconds to get my drill and a couple of screws, and attach the fence panels with a jumper and what have you. You guys do need a nighttime walkthrough with everything running and everything. Sewer room, like I explained in the last clip. I need to get in and program the Scuba Boo board, aka the brain box, for that display, so everything's timed and running right and what have you, which can be done tomorrow. I just gotta make sure I plug in the AC. I can't program that box unless zombie bait and the fogger are running. And it sounds like I have a pinched air line on one of the water blasters. I can hear the solenoid triggering, but nothing's coming out. And I do have the air hose and stuff hooked up. So I need to get in there and test the lines. And what I'll do is I'll go from the tank back first and see if I can figure out what's wrong. That way getting into the pond is the last resort. I might be able to fix it without getting into the ponds. I'm hoping. I don't want to have to go waiting, but that won't take too long. It's just basically checking the connection at the tank and then following the air hose all the way back to the other end. So nothing major, but it's probably just a kinked air hose. The air hose is kinked somewhere along the lines, and I just need to unkink it, and that water blaster will work just fine. I do have an emergency repair I need to do. I think I mentioned earlier 2 of the blow-ups keep turning off and then turning back on, and they've been doing it all day, and they're doing it more and more. I have a surge protector outlet bar out in the photo op that all the blow-ups are plugged into, plus the ponds. There wasn't enough room on one of the outlet bars, light bars, whatever you want to call them, to plug everything in. So I daisy chained 2 of them. I think one of those is going bad, or has a bad outlet on it, or something. So I'm going to need to get in there and take a look at that. I'll probably just replace the light bar, and that should take care of the problem. I got some newer ones in the house I can put out. So we got that to do. Barring that, tomorrow, once all that stuff's done, the Scooby-Doo board, the sewer room stuff and the photo op stuff, we will be tackling the gypsy room. That whole area needs to be wired. I've got probably 15, probably about 15 different lights, spotlights mainly, that go in there, plus other assorted 12-volt items that need to be done. I've got a Scooby-Doo board I need to get in and programmed and working. That runs the book, the fire and ice lights in the stove, and the lamp. So those trigger. Now I've got some 5-volt stuff in there that need to get power too. That is this year is a very involved display. So that is going to be like the Spider. It's going to take all day to do that. If we can get the gypsy done, and I'm hoping it goes quick. I don't think it will, but I'm hoping. I can always hope. We'll get over into the photo hall. That is getting done a little differently too. Normally I use spots on all the pictures, and we put 2 different colors in, either red and blue or green and blue on the pictures, and then we hook it up to the Scooby-Doo board, and when people get halfway through the hallway, the Scooby-Doo board will trigger, and the lights will switch from green to blue, and then it will trigger the mirror. Usually we have the mirror in the middle of the photo hall though, for that, so it kind of gives an eerie feeling. This year the mirror is at the end of the hallway, so I think we are going to just do one color of light in there, and that will aid with speeding it up, because that, having 2 different colors of lights and everything, it takes a while to get everything wired and everything else. So I think that will speed up time. Photo hall is just basically lighting. The only place I'm using the Scooby-Doo board is in the mirror display, and that is so it will trigger the mirror. If not, the mirror will not trigger. The sensor on it sucks. So you know, so hopefully we can get another photo haul. And that will leave Thursday getting all the black plastic panels up, you know, from to divide the displays and getting the witch done. You know, so that's what we're shooting. And then if I have time, we'll get the video projectors up on the walls and get them working. We can hope. I probably won't have those running for VIP. I probably won't have time, but I should be able to get those in for the time by the time we open. So, but anyway, there we go. I'm gonna get you guys edited and uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can sit there and tease me about beans again. Past that, stay spooky, stay toxic.